Hello, welcome everyone. Can you hear me now? I also need to make sure that I don't know if the music is too loud. Let me know if you guys can hear me now. I think I should have fixed everything. Okay, yes, okay. Hello everyone. Yeah, so I'm back. Just fixing up some stuff. So really, I just want to update whatever. Pretty much the big update is like where was I? I said I was gonna keep doing streams. This actually wasn't a lack of motivation that stopped me like last time. I actually have been doing a bunch of stuff to like start streaming more, but one of the things is I've been getting a lot more stuff to do more with the streams, and I will preview that later. And I'll show you why I haven't been able to do that. But I've been getting little more equipment, and biggest thing is I'm getting a new computer because this processor does not have the ability to handle everything I want to do. Because I showed that before where I was doing the streams in the making the videos, and it just wouldn't load a couple things when I was streaming, and you can tell that's just because my processor is really bad. So hopefully, when my new computer arrives and I get everything put on there, streams will be a lot better, and things will run smoother. Hopefully, won't be the quality will definitely hopefully be better. For not just for you, but just for me also, just because I haven't been able to play like too much high quality stuff on this computer, whether it's games or videos. So hopefully that will improve in the future. But for today, we and for the couple streams that are coming up, this will be on my old computer until I get the new one and get that all set up. So hopefully there won't be too much technical issues with this computer, but hopefully it'll last till the end. But yeah, that's really why I stopped streaming and like and doing stuff for the past couple weeks, is because I was been trying to work on other things that will hopefully improve the channel in the future. But as for that, if you haven't noticed, what I've been doing recently is what I've been doing. Actually, what I've been doing to start the stream, I just coloring a picture of Starlight that I drew. I did draw this. This isn't taken from the internet. Because the way I draw, I mean, you can tell from the image, the full image. It's also not incredibly to scale. I need to fix that, but you can tell from the full image that it is taken from the way I draw things. It's taken from this. I draw from reference. I don't trace things, but all I do is I will like stare at them like constantly, and I'll just stare and draw, and I did this on paper and then scanned it in because it's the same way I did it back in with How to Fix Double Rainbow. When I drew every single one of those frames, it's just my kind of thing to do, is just to draw from reference, staring at whatever thing I'm drawing, and just draw that way. So that's what I did with this, and it's, I guess, kind of Kingdom Hearts 3 fan art. It's not a spoiler or anything. It's just she's holding a Keyblade, and the only particular reason she's holding that Keyblade is because it is called Starlight. So I'm like, I'm gonna make Starlight holding a Starlight. You know what? Maybe I'll even color it her colors. So it's a Starlight holding a Starlight. But I'll definitely, this will probably be what I will do to start the streams now, is I'll just open up this image, and I'll just draw on it to start the streams for about the first 5 minutes, let everyone settle in, kind of be, and something to just kind of see while it goes on, and you're not just staring at my thumbnail waiting for me to start. So that's pretty much this. Okay. I will save this. And then I will get to what I'm going to do, and I will show you guys what the next Sins video is. And I'll explain a little bit about that one too, because I do things a little differently. Well, not do things a little differently. I do certain things that I want to explain, because, hold on one second then. Let's throw that up. We'll close this out, and we'll work with that next. Okay, so I'm going to put up... I'm going to open up the movie studio. So while I do that, I'll continue talking. So what I mean by do things differently is this is so what happened was this is another reason why it was taking a little long. I had a video in mind I wanted to do another Sins video on, and then I tried to contact the person doing it, and they still haven't gotten to me. Like, and the way I contact people is I say, I'm going to be making this video. If you do not want me to do that, let me know. But I guess that can come off as, like, you don't have to contact me if you're fine with it. So that is possible why I haven't gotten any contact back. So right now we'll see what's going on. Hopefully everything goes okay, and I'll explain why I chose this video, why it's gonna be the next one. And really, I mean, I'm really excited. I've wanted to do this. I wanted to do this one actually first for my one coming back, but I decided, you know what? Let me start small. Let me do one I've already have some background in, and then which was why I did the Fluttershy one. Because it was just kind of like, I've already done, I have a lot of this stuff already ready, so we're just gonna throw that in there. But let me grab everything that is for the new video, throw it into my video editing software, and then I will open it up so you guys can see it. And let's make sure everything's working okay. I won't be able to edit the text, I know that. Yes. Okay, there's that. There's that. Okay, great. Okay, that's in there. And let me throw in my audio cues, because so what I'll probably do today, I have the Sins written down. I haven't recorded them. I can go through a couple of the Sins that I've done. And then I can show you like what I'm going to be doing, and then I'll do the very beginning stuff that I always do, the dun dun dun, like the everything wrong with thing, and I will do that because that works a lot. That's real quick, and it's just kind of nice to kind of show you guys how some of this stuff works. In this one, and that. Okay, that's all that inserted there. Okay. Put that in here. Okay. I'll take Starlight away. There you go. Okay. So what I decided, so the next video, if you can't see, will be Minty Roots Fall of Sunset Shimmer. I wanted to do this one just because I really like the idea. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Yep. So it's coming up. So yeah, I wanted to do the Fall of Sunset Shimmer. If you guys haven't seen it, the video's only about 2 months old. Definitely check it out. It's really good rendition of that comic that I think IDW or one of the comics published as like a little prequel to the Equestria Girls series. And really, all this is, the animation is, it's just that comic put to animation with some changes here and there. But I really wanted to do this one. It also would be my first video dealing with Sunset Shimmer, not counting any of my analysis videos. So it's just really fun. And I'll let you in on some insider secrets with the writing of this. There are 2 sin removals. I won't tell you what they are, but there are 2 sin removals, and they're the kinds of things when I remove sins a lot of times will happen because I want to, because I'm like, I really want to just give something to this animator for the work that they put into it and show that I'm not just trying to nitpick everything. But a lot of times it's when I watch the video initially, it's something that just makes me like just stop in like either stunned silence, or just makes me really happy that this was put into the video. So there are two sin removals in the video. So that's gonna be fun. And hopefully everyone will like it. Hopefully I won't get bombarded like with the moon rises of how dare you make this video, and I'm gonna, yeah, it's just I really hope I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. And so speaking of that, so with Minty Root, if you guys don't know, I already have done one sins on one of his animations. That was Dinky's Destiny. I think 2 years ago I did that one. And so the thing about when I do sins on certain animators animations, a lot of times I don't always contact the animator because I know they're fine. Like I'm not gonna contact Toucan LDM every single time. He's already good. He knows what I do, and he's just gonna be he's fine with letting me do what I want. Oh, and speaking of that, I have been getting a request. Can't remember who it is, but I've been getting a request for Everything Wrong with Sonic Meets MLP. I'm gonna make you a promise right now. I won't be doing that anytime soon, but I will do it for the premiere of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. That's my promise. Just like how I did with Batman, with Everything Wrong with Batman Meets MLP and Superman Meets MLP. I did it for the premiere of Justice League. I will do it for the premiere of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. So, for whoever's looking out for that, I don't know if you're in my chat right now. That is my promise to you. So, that's definitely one request I've been getting recently that I want to touch on. So here is this. So, but yeah, so he's good with it. Yuta Kaledai of Yuta High Kaledai of the MLP and the Sims videos, he's good with it. And also I will be continuing that because after the Fall Sunset Shimmer, I'm going to be doing another group video thing. This with Lyra and Bonbon, because they're the next ones in the MLP of Sins, and I also have 2 animations I remember them being a big part of that I've wanted to do something with. So I'll just be doing another thing like with Derpy and with Vinyl and Octavia, another like month or 2 of solely their animations. So that is going to be that. So he's good with it, but when it comes to Minty Root, when I contacted him about Dinky's Destiny originally, he said he was fine, but I know one of the biggest reasons, and if you guys haven't looked into this, like he got a lot of flack from that video, with like I guess just like quality. I didn't look entirely into it just because I didn't need to, and I didn't bring it up. That's not my purpose. But he definitely wasn't the most proud of it. So me nitpicking it, he didn't care. He probably never saw the video. He wasn't going to see the video. He's just like, whatever. Anyone can do whatever they want to that video. with the Fall Sunset Shimmer, he's definitely a lot more proud of this. And I wanted to make sure by me doing this video, I wasn't going to be stepping on his toes or anything and being like, I know you're so proud of this video, I'm going to nitpick it just because. That's why I wanted to make sure, contact him, let him see if he is okay with this. But I haven't gotten any confirmation on it yet, so hopefully he's good, but we'll see, and until then, I'm just gonna start working with it. So what we always start with is the intro. Okay, so that'd be everything with, and then this comes in with the whatever the title is. Yeah, and then it will probably be the dun 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 of spoilers, blah blah blah. So that's all that. And I won't be putting that into the video because, like I said, I can't make text edits into the video right now because of my terrible software thing when streaming. But for right now, that's how it works. So it would be dun dun dun, and scooch that back, dun dun. So yeah, so that's that's a lot of my reasoning when it comes to what I sin and why I sin it. It has nothing to do with, oh, I hate this animation, or I really want to drag this creator down. I know you guys know that, but this is just so I get this out there in audio form. So if anyone is gonna try and accuse me, I have audio proof to 3 witnesses at least, and maybe more, whoever will go back and watch the archives, but still. So yeah, so I don't do it because I want to tackle this animation or this animator. It's because I really enjoyed the animation and I really want to like just look into like how it was, the stuff about how it was made and stuff. This is how I like to appreciate the animation, is I look for the little things that you don't notice, that you're not supposed to notice because the animator didn't make it noticeable when you first watched it. That's really the whole reason I do this, is because these are the things you're not supposed to notice, you're not gonna notice, and I'm just pointing them out because me doing the way I watch these, I notice them, but that doesn't make it bad. And the fact that you never noticed them means it's a good animation because obviously you didn't notice it when watching it. So yeah, so that's a lot of the reason why I like doing this. It's a lot of reason why I just got into like Sins videos to begin with, from movies or video games and stuff, is because a lot of the times the Sins are stuff that you don't notice on your first playthrough or your first watch through, and then it's stuff that that just kind of lets you be like, hey, this was in here, did you see that? And it's like, oh no, I didn't. That's cool. So yeah, so that's what's going on here. But nothing really too fancy. Okay, yeah, so that's like that. I really hope this... I mean, I may have to finish editing this video on my new computer and setup thing, and also hopefully you'll notice the difference when the streaming sets up. Maybe the video won't be so jittery or something, or everything, but yeah, that's definitely what happened. I can show you guys, so I'll also... so let me flip over to what also I said. I said I was going to do new stuff with the channel, and I will show you that. Let me throw up Starlight one more time, and let me open up the new stuff. Let's use the recordings. Okay, it is this. Okay. So, you might hear some music. It's gonna, and also you might hear me talking over me talking. Okay, yeah, so that's going. Okay. There we go. Let's bring that down. And let's take Starlight away. Okay, so what you see here, this is obviously the title screen for Kingdom Hearts 2, and the reason is because I want to start streaming games, just not, and I think a lot of this came from like seeing. I definitely saw someone get like a little interested in gaming content and stuff, but this is my set, and I tried setting it up. If you're wondering, hey, this quality's a little weird, that's because this is the original Kingdom Hearts 2 from the PlayStation 2. This is off my PlayStation 2. This isn't off of the PS4, the Final Mix version, or anything. If you know anything about Kingdom Hearts, I don't expect you guys to. But I just did this because this was the first thing that was in my PlayStation, so I just kind of put it in just to try it. So I did a little recording just to see how well my computer handled this. And here is what happened. So let's put it to about here. This is how it ran. Just recording. I had really low quality. You can see right now by like the words on the screen, the images on the screen, the models on the screen of the actual game. I put it in as like low resolution as I could, so it didn't have a lot to process. Yet this is what happened when I played it. This is the kind of frame rate and stuff. Like it doesn't like it. You can really see how jumpy it is, how like laggy it is, and like this is just recording. This isn't even streaming like across the platform. This is just saving it and putting it onto a hard drive. So if it's gonna do that for just recording, I could already tell this computer was not gonna be able to handle streaming it. Because you can tell this is the video, because you can hear the audio of the game like playing fine. There's no like laggy, there's no like jumping with the audio and stuff. It's just all in the visual. And so I tried that, and then I tried another thing where I'm like, is it because of the resolution and stuff? This is me bumping the resolution up to a much higher quality, and also like bumping the output to a higher quality. It did this like really jittery frame. I can't even explain it. It's bad. You can just tell how like hard this processor's working just to put this stuff on screen. It's just ugly. It's really ugly. So hopefully with this new computer setup, I will be able to actually work with it. So yeah, and I talked over that to see if I can hear everything. That's the reason you're hearing possibly two of me talking right now. So that was the biggest thing I wanted to do. So that's two things. So I'm going to start doing more video editing again, but I also want to do like maybe like once a week I want to stream a game. And I already have a first game in mind. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. It is on the PlayStation 2. That's why I got a PlayStation 2 all set up and everything. And it's not Kingdom Hearts. I mean, if you guys want me to do a Kingdom Hearts game, I will absolutely do it some other time, but it's not Kingdom Hearts. Mostly because Kingdom Hearts is definitely drawn out by now. Everyone was playing everything when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out and all that stuff. I feel it's not it doesn't need to be played anymore for right now. But as for what I want to do, it's a series that definitely holds a lot of nostalgia for me. So I want to just play it and just see if I can. Just see if I play it and enjoy it with a different audience. Something I haven't done before. But yeah, so that's the plan for upcoming stuff. So there's going to be this video editing that hopefully will go that I'll be doing within the week. I'll have the audio recorded by tomorrow since I have all the sins and everything. So I'll go through a couple of the sins with you guys. If you want to see some sins, let me know if my audio is lagging or even the video is probably going to lag a little bit because of quality of Minty Fruit's animation. But I'll just go through a little bit of the sins that I found. So yeah, so that's really what's going on recently. Getting new stuff, got a lot of equipment, getting new setup, and just to actually get back into it. The first couple streams were just to actually be like, you know what, I can do this, I can start streaming again, I can start working again, and that proved to me, yes, I can do that. This is to show I keep it consistent? Can I keep doing this over and over again? And I think I can. I really enjoyed those past couple streams with the editing and stuff, and hopefully I'll get to do this again too. So without further ado, I'll go through a couple of sins. One of the first ones I remember is, okay, so one of the things that's going to happen a lot in this video, and it happens in the animation, and I knew this is going to happen because reflections are one of the hardest things to animate. I know this as, like, not even as an animator, but as, like, a viewer. I know, like, how hard reflections are to animate, and I talk a lot. There's a lot of errors with the reflections, so we're going to go through the very first one I remember. So if you guys haven't seen the animation, I'm just going to show you the beginning because we're just going to... But please, definitely go watch it. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch this animation. It's only 10 minutes long. It's definitely a really good rendition of the comic. And I really liked Celestia in this. I'll say that much. So here's the first thing. So there is this. So this is a reflection in Equestria Girl's mirror. So this is how it opens up. It's kind of like a little flashback. Celestia. It's supposed to take place in the beginning of Equestria Girls 1, where Twilight's sleeping in the Crystal Empire and everything, and Celestia just kind of visited the mirror Sunset went through. And so when she touches it, it just goes to a flashback, because now we're in, I guess, a storeroom of Canterlot Castle that the mirror was stored in. And so here is the first thing with this flashback. So this scene right here is in the reflection of the mirror. Hey, Fired Spartan. You just didn't miss anything. What I was saying is I'm just talking about the next Sins video, going to be on the Fall of Sunset Shimmer, and just going through some Sins. Also, we'll try to start doing some gaming streams. But that's what it is. So this is on the reflection of the mirror. So right now, in the reflection, Sunset is by the door. The door is open. Her mane is... Her longer side of her mane is next to the door, and her hair that goes across her head is away from the door, and her hoof that she's holding out is also away from the door. And with this kind of reflection with Celestia, she would be turning her head to look over the left side of her shoulder. Or no, the right side of her shoulder. Yeah, she'd be turning her head to look at the right side of the shoulder. But when it shows the actual scene in real life, Celestia is actually looking over the left side of her shoulder. Sunset's hair is actually against the other side of the door, and her mane is away from the door. And the hoof here is the one that is next to the door, not away from the door. That's just one of the few things that are really messed up with doing reflections. And it's so hard. I understand how hard reflections are, but I definitely nitpick on a lot of the reflection mistakes that go on throughout this video, this animation. So I'm thinking I may do like not a bonus round, because that's a bonus round against the Sins. I may do as like one of the end gags, like a bonus round of the video, like just a compilation of every time I do a sin on a reflection. And maybe do like a funny edit with it of just like maybe a character getting fed up with it or something. Just because I realized how because I looked through my script and I'm like, I did reflections on sin. I did a sin on reflections probably like 10 different times, and it just was kind of like, yeah. So that's definitely one of the weird. That's definitely one of the things that gets missed and hit in this video. Although this is a good reflection, I'll show you this one. So Sunset is approaching the mirror. She extends a hoof, which is her left hoof, the one furthest from Celestia, and then when it flips over to here, that is the same hoof. It is the one furthest from Celestia, and she sets it down. And also her mane is correct, because her hair. Oh, no, wait. I think I did this wrong. Yeah, no. This is wrong, but the hoof is correct. That's what it is. Yeah, the hoof is correct, but the mane is not. Because her hair is facing toward Celestia and her mane is away. But you flip it, her mane is towards Celestia and her hair is flipping away. So, but the hoof is correct. The hoof would be the correct one with the reflection. But, yeah. So, yeah, reflections were definitely a big thing. Probably the next one I remember, and this isn't even a reflection, this is, I guess, like a weird, like, graphical glitch, I remember. Right here, I don't know what this is. I guess maybe, I called it, like, the saturation of the tiles on the floor, is, I guess, too oversaturated, because the shadow animation of Celestia as she walks across the floor is, like, clipping into these two tiles on the ground, and as it goes by, it's like really, it like weirdly like doesn't show the shadow against it, and more goes underneath it. So that's definitely that's not an animation, that's not a reflection thing, that's more of an actual, like, I guess missed thing with the animation. So that's definitely one. Let me show you another one that I think comes from more the comic. If you guys haven't seen the comic, this is literally on, like, I think the second page or something. So we're gonna flash forward. This is the scene of, I guess it's Celestia's school and Sunset being in it. You'll notice. Now, I don't take away from this, because I decided, because I'm like, you know what, they did this in the comic. So in the comic, despite the fact that we know that Lemonhearts, Minuet, Twinkle Shine, and Moondancer were all together with Twilight in school, yet, so that means Sunset wouldn't be with them, because Twilight obviously isn't here, because Twilight's not Celestia's pupil yet. Yet they're here, but that's not Minty Root's fault. That's actually the comic. The comic also put them in the same class and everything. So I don't do that. But what you do notice is he put Show Moondancer, but this pony up here, this is the comics version of Moondancer. So I kind of gave him like a little Destruction of the Universe thing with putting two Moondancers in the same class, in the same existence. I thought that was kind of interesting that he did that he put both the show and the comics version of Moondancer in this animation. But I gave him a little flack for it. That's definitely one of the more interesting things you see with the animation and everything. But yeah, so I'll stop there for now. I don't want to spoil too much about the animation. Like I said, definitely go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. And as for this, we'll go back to here. Let me see how this starts then. Yeah, that's about right. I cut off the last sin too much. But yeah, that sounds about right with what. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Dun, dun. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, so move that out a little more. There we go. Okay, so that's how I always open a Sins video, and then you got to make little markers of this is everything, and then this is wrong, and this is with, and then this is in X minutes or less, and this is spoilers. And then this is the little message I put. If you ever noticed, I definitely try to do this every time. If it's a one-off video of just a random fan animation, I like to do, because everyone knows, if you haven't seen a Sins video or something, it's always everything wrong with whatever the Sins video's on in whatever minutes or less. Spoilers, duh. Or in some cases, some people have done obviously, or just some rendition of duh. For series like Turnabout Storm and Friendship is Witchcraft, I kept with the duh, but for like one-off videos and stuff, I try to make the duh something unique to the animation itself. I remember a lot of the music video ones I do, I always say it's just a music video, duh. For the Cupcakes and Smile HD ones I do, I said like Pinky kills everyone, duh. Rainbow Dash dies, duh. It's kind of it's what I like to do to kind of make myself a little more unique with the concept that everyone has done to death across the internet. So that's definitely something I like doing. And so that is how I do that. So one thing this actually reminded me of something, and also has to do with let me, you know what, I'll see if I can try some text things, because I really just kind of want to show you guys how I do the text things. So text media, it's probably not going to load properly, but we'll try it. Oof, that like jumped. But yeah, it's definitely it didn't load too badly. So one thing that I got reminded of so I'm actually gonna open Word, because I keep all my scripts in Word. One thing I got reminded of, though, when I remembered Cupcakes HD, and this goes into the conversation about animators and like the creators and stuff. I've been getting a couple requests to do because I know Smile HD is what got is my most watched video on the channel. My censoring of it and everything, and like whatever, blah blah blah. Next. I hate this thing. No, don't send optional data. No, yes. Done. I hate it's already done this twice to me. Hopefully when I get my new computer. Okay, so so I've been getting a couple requests to do pony.mov and censor it, because people have been like, you did the violent versions of this, do the other violent versions of this animation. The thing is that's different between Cupcakes and Smile HD and the .mov series is Mr. Davy dropped off the face of the earth. So he doesn't really have much of a tie to his animations. But Hot Diggity Demon, Max, he still is doing stuff. He's still online. He's still a big animator and stuff. Even if it's not MOP anymore, he still has a lot of ties to his work. And I just don't want to censor that kind of thing unless he says he's okay with it. Like, I would actually have to get his, like, legit permission to do something like that. So that is really the biggest reason why I don't want to do the MOV series, is because of Hot Diggity Demon's ties to the series that are still with him to this day, because of his YouTube channel and all that stuff. There we go. So yeah, so this is what I do. I put in everything wrong with, and then I take away everything, make it make it, I think, about 22 here, and everything. Yep. And then I give it a outline, a black outline, so that it's, because if you don't know this, it's been said everywhere, white text with a black outline can be seen on any color, any background, any color, anything. So always remember that. Okay, yeah, so that happens. The reason it does that, that just happens. And I think that is because of my computer. That's not even the software. But yeah, definitely remember that. So we'll do everything here, everything. And then, so that's how that's going to go. And then we go up to, no. So then you got to insert video track, insert video track, insert video track, insert video track, insert video track. Tons and tons of video tracks. There's like I have a new track for every word. But they are useful because then I can put a lot of edits and stuff. I do have a bunch of good edits I want to do for this video in particular. Some definitely. I'll definitely try to like show how the reflection should work to like exemplify my example of editing through my editing. So hopefully it won't. So hopefully I can kind of show how the reflection should work and make it a little more plausible. So everything wrong. I don't know if I want to keep them this far spaced apart. I only do this just so I have like an idea of where they're gonna. And then width goes here. So yeah, so this is like the beginning. I do this every video. Usually sometimes I have to make a because usually I will use whatever, just like with movies where they show the title. I'll just use the time where they show the title of the animation as to show what the animation is after the words everything wrong with. But sometimes I have to make my own. I had to do this for Sunrise Surprise, a Tropical Octave 3. There's a couple I've had to do my own versions of a title because the animation didn't actually come with a title. So that can be a lot of fun too. I just recently did it with the MLP and Tron. I did MLP Tron and then I just used the Cheer Up Fluttershy, but I still did MLP Tron and I did it in the Tron Legacy form tech font, which is definitely something I try to do if it's a lot of times, or with Toucan LDM series, MLP or Blank meets MLP. Those never have a title screen. So I have to make one up, and a lot of times I do what Little Shy does with the titles of the his videos. Is he creates his own title and then just like puts images of characters surrounding it, and I definitely try to do that with that. So let's see if that looks good. Dun dun. And then Fall Sunset Shimmer. Okay, great. And then so that's how that's a lot of my that's how I make that's definitely how some of the video the editing process of just the first 10 seconds of the video can be a little time consuming if I have to create my own title and everything. But in X minutes or less, I always have a little placeholder. I put the letter X in the minutes because I never know how long it's supposed to be, obviously, because the video is not done yet. So I always have a little placeholder here, and then I will put it in. And then once the video is done, once I get to the very end of the sinning part, I just go back. I count however long the video is, and then boom, there we go. Got my time. So yeah, and then spoilers. I always try to make spoilers a little smaller than everything else, because it doesn't need to stand out. We're gonna, there we go. And then so that's that. Make that here. Put that a little below there. And if you notice, I keep everything centered by the location thing. Everything's right center, 0.5 center of the screen. Spoilers, and then the final thing. And I believe I said, let me double check unless you read the comic. Yep. Because really, there's nothing new in terms of story, there's nothing new that isn't in the comic. Although I think they do. I haven't read the comic in so long. I don't remember if they give a lot of insight from Celestia's perspective, which may be a difference with the animation. But yeah, read the comic. So that's my little different version of duh for this animation. And we'll bring that down to 14. Actually, we'll do it down to 12. Because that's the whole... And then just throw that down at the very bottom. And boom. There we go. So, and then that's how I begin every Sins video. I do that, and then we just jump right into the sinning. A lot of times I record my audio right in here. I'll actually just insert the little audio track to do later. I can't record it now because because my computer is going to be makes a lot of noise when I record, and also I try to condense the audio. I put it through a bunch of like mixers and stuff so it sounds better, because you probably noticed like my audio probably doesn't sound as good as it does on videos in my streams, and that's because I'm not putting it through all the mixers and stuff to make it sound a little better. But that's what I do. So that's that part. So I guess that's pretty much it. Like I said, so for those who came in a little late or just came in, to recap, I'm gonna start streaming again, doing editing for the newest video, Fall of Sunset Shimmer. I also want to start streaming games. I have a game in mind. It's gonna be on the PlayStation 2. I just need to get my new equipment set up, which I have, and then I'm also getting a new computer, so hopefully streaming will look a little nicer. When I stream editing, it won't do this because the processor can't process that it's supposed to open this as good as it should. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that's going on, and that's also why I just have been kind of silent lately, is because I've been trying to get all this set up. I've been trying to get this set up for gaming. I've also been trying to see if I can trying to see if Minty Root's okay with me doing this animation. I didn't get an okay with it yet, but I also didn't get a no, so I'm just gonna work with it. If he says anything, so I will say, if he says anything, I'm gonna have to stop it. That's just how it is. I've done this before. I did this before with My Little Portal when Christian told me no, and I had to just stop everything. I was probably halfway through editing the first episode, but I just had to be like, nope, can't do it. For now, I don't know if he still is okay with it, or he still doesn't want me to do it, because that was 3 years ago when I asked him, but I don't know. But for right now, this is what we're doing. I'll probably be, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, because tomorrow I do have a prior engagement, and I also will probably be setting up the equipment more with taking stuff off this computer and putting it onto the new one when it arrives, which hopefully should be tomorrow. That's why I started streaming tonight, so I could do this announcement. So that definitely might be. I'll let you guys know. Like I said, if you want to follow me on Twitter, the Twitter's in the bottom right corner at PwnView. And I always tweet out an hour beforehand that I'm going to be streaming, or that if I'm not going to be streaming that night. So that's definitely something if you want to know. Or if you guys, like I said, I don't need anyone to watch these streams. These are for my benefit, just to keep me working on stuff. So if you don't watch my streams, that's no big deal. If you do watch my streams, that's great. But these aren't streams to be like, I need help with something, or I need more viewership. No, this is just for me, and also, like I said, just to keep the channel active. Just so you guys know that I'm like doing stuff still, and I'm just not hiding behind like my distance from the channel, and with just posting and stuff. So that's pretty much it. And hopefully with like this gaming thing, I'll get to do more interactive stuff, because I'll be able to do something I really enjoyed. Because that was the biggest thing with the gaming thing that I decided. Because I did, if you never seen another previous stream, I did do gaming one time, where I did do gaming one time with an old MOP like platformer pixel game. And I wasn't the best at it, and that's mostly because, and actually streaming it, and that's mostly because, like, I wasn't used to the game. I hadn't played it in a long time, and I only played it, like, once. Hopefully this game that I have chosen to do as my first gaming stream, I know everything, like, I can visualize it right now, exactly how to beat this game. So I'm like, hopefully, because I'm so familiar with this game, and I can just kind of go through it like with my eyes closed, I can actually like focus on streaming better and performing better than focusing on the actual game itself. And there's a lot of stuff I can actually talk about with the game that I couldn't talk about with the MOP fan game, because I didn't have as much of an attachment to it as I do with this other game. So hopefully that will definitely get to be something kind of interesting. And with that, I think I'm gonna stop for tonight. And also the thumbnail will change. I'll change it to actually like something more related to Fall of Sunset Shimmer in the editing process. I just kind of kept it as the same streaming thumbnail before, because just to keep the surprise of what I'm doing. But since now I put it out there, it's out there. So yeah, so that's the plan. So that's everything that's went down. Thanks for coming out. And I really appreciate it. I will see you guys later, and have a good night.